Welcome to this week's edition of a Thinking Boy podcast. I'm your host, Cesar Perez, with
Eric Donte Jackson.
It's been a long time, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. What was that, like episode 3, 4?
I think you're episode 4.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, we had a lot of technical issues.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure we mentioned it. In fact, I remember we mentioned it a few times. That was honestly, that day, looking back, wasn't bad. But like we were just talking about, that day may very well be the reason I don't have a computer anymore.
Yeah, in all honesty. And that all came down to your apparent bad luck.
Oh yeah, bro, constant.
Do you want to go into that at all? I'm kind of curious.
Let's start with that computer. So,
right. Go ahead.
I had my setup. It was a nice, cozy little setup. You may have gotten to see a glimpse of it in that last video. Oh, in that last time I was on. But, dude, it was, let me see. It was just on a little dresser. You know what I'm talking about? The one,
yeah. The way your setup was.
But it was just slightly too big for it. The PC was slightly too big, so one of the little corners was slightly off, just off a little bit. And the smallest bump would either make or break. It's like...
It'll like disconnect something.
Yeah. And during that day, we had a lot of bumps. Like, way more bumps than that PC had seen in its entire life. All in that day. Like, 6... maybe. That
was wild, yeah. Where it had to be like, I think I have the file somewhere. It's like 6.
Yeah.
It's like 6 or 7 different audio/video files.
Just over and over. Continuous bumping. And from that day on, it just ran weirder, crashed more, randomly turned off. Like, randomly turning off was just a big deal for a while before.
How long did you have it beforehand? Or I guess like your whole entirety. How long have you had it?
I think it was about 3 years maybe.
But it was a pretty powerful computer.
And for the time when I got it, for sure. But now it's like it's far behind.
Damn, really?
Yeah, it's not far behind because it's like yours is still good because it's essentially the exact same as mine. But mine is worn out. You know, I've been gaming on it. I've been using it all the fucking time.
Yeah, you use it more than I do. Yeah, sure. I really only use it to like edit photos and videos.
Yours is a pristine PC. You wouldn't have to do much if you wanted to sell it, you know?
No, definitely not. The only thing I would have to probably uninstall some shit.
Yeah.
I have some games that like I downloaded that I just never play. The only shit I really play right now, bro, is Fortnite. Unfortunately, I don't know, unfortunately or fortunately, but that's one of the games that I do play. Every time I tell people that, they're always like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I never think I would be into playing Fortnite. And for the longest time I wasn't, but
oh yeah, I know.
Fern definitely got me into it like 2021, like Christmas 2021, and from then on I've been like playing it. I usually get the battle pass and shit.
Oh yeah, I've gotten it a few times, but yeah, going back to what you were saying about people not pegging you as that kind of guy, I guess I've known you for a while.
And I can that's kind of little background. We're pretty good friends.
Oh yeah.
If you didn't listen to the other one,
yeah. But I've known you for a while, and I kind of see that where it's like if I'm just chilling with you, I can imagine you would be into things that were featured in Fortnite, but I can't imagine you'd be into Fortnite. And it's not unimaginable. It's just like I wouldn't peg.
And honestly, that's what's kept me around. It's the collabs.
All
the Dragon Ball Z collabs, the Attack on Titan collabs, certain Marvel shit they do.
No, I agree completely.
It's definitely kept me with Fortnite.
I'm not even that good at it. Like, I was playing on PC, I wasn't the best. But there was definitely something about, like, the suits where it's like, I didn't really care for the Battle Pass. And then I saw cheeked up Chun-Li.
Yeah, you see the cheeks and you're like, well yeah, I need it now.
Yeah, or it's like, oh, there goes, like, the fucking movement gear and Attack on Titan or, like, Eren Yeager. I'm just like,
bro. Yeah, Spider-Man, really, the swing shit with Spider-Man was real dope.
Yeah.
Damn,
and now he's back.
He is back. Yeah, we're gonna talk about later on. We're gonna talk Spiderverse spoilers.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We could get into that later on. I'll give a spoiler warning and stuff like that. But back to your bad luck, Eric. What would be another example of you like?
Okay, well, let's say what did I look like in the video?
You were kind of out of focus.
Okay, like was I skinny and stuff in that video?
I can pull it up.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one just because I know there's so many technical problems.
Yeah, I haven't. I
never go back to it.
And
bro.
It's crazy how many people around us ended up listening to it.
Yeah, it's one of my most downloaded episodes. Is that episode, bro?
That's funny. Like, a lot of people came to me about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
man, you were 3, bro. Or you were 4.
All right.
I haven't clicked on this in so long.
Let me a live look at what I'm looking like in that versus what I'm looking like right now. Let's try to get that out of the mic. Let's fast forward a little bit. Let me see myself holding the mic. I'm definitely a little bit bigger.
Yeah, no, you've slimmed down for sure. I don't even get into that.
Okay,
but yeah.
now that that's confirmed, let's have to get into that.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I guess that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. So bad luck. So I ended up, if you see me in that video versus now, I don't know how heavy I am, but let's just say back when I first started with Caesar at a job, I was working with him for a while. I was around 190. I was pushing 200. I was very close to 200. I didn't look like it.
Yeah, you didn't look like it, but
I was.
But you were, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've seen you now because you are slimmer now. Yeah, mm-hmm. It's definitely apparent.
Yeah, and then I ended up working with you, and I got fitter. I was like, oh, I was big, but now I'm slimming down.
Yeah, the job we did was like a physical job. We'd always be on our feet.
Yeah, it's hot. It's a lot of labor.
It's easy to lose weight. Like if you really for sure. Like, yeah.
And when I got there, I started losing weight quickly. Mm-hmm. And originally I was like, man, this is really working out for me. I'm slimming down. I'm moving faster. I can breathe more. You
got the hang of it.
Yeah, it wasn't hard. It wasn't really hard at all. It could be tedious. It could be stressful. Mm-hmm. But then you're like, well, where does this get into bad luck? Does he get hurt at the job? I don't know. A lot of bad luck happens with the job. But the thing I want to focus on is that weight. I now significantly skinnier. I'm like 140, like 145.
That's fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, and that's
a lot of weight.
That's because of that job, but it's also because at some point I got sick, and I was sick with some sort of bacteria that lives in your stomach. I can't even remember what it's called. It's a weird name, but if you've had it, you probably know what I'm talking about. But
you said it was hard to detect.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like it. It took them a while. It took them a while to spot it. Like, you saw how long I was going through that, like months before we.
For a while, I thought it was like more of a mental thing, bro. I thought you were so stressed out that like it caused you to lose appetite or caused you to like not.
Oh no! I could tell you it wasn't a mental thing. My body was like. It was rejecting food. Like, I would put food in my mouth, and it was like, you definitely super don't want to eat that.
Yeah, no, I remember I was going to, we went to like Chick-fil-A or other places, and we'd get like food, and I'd be eating like no problem. And you would like get to your fries, and then just be like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be like, fuck. I'm like, I cannot eat this right now. I can't finish this right now. I'm like, damn, bro.
In order for me to eat, I had to either smoke or I just get real fucking lucky. Like, maybe I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh, I could go for some sandwiches.
You were able to eat something. I forgot what it was though. You said like, dude, we went to Walmart the other day, and you said like, man, during this time I was able to eat that like no problem. I could eat that, and it was like easy to eat. I forgot what the fuck it was though.
Was it like a Pedialyte or was it?
Nah, not Pedialyte. It was more like actual like food. I don't want to say oatmeal, but I don't think so.
It was I can't remember, but there's a couple things I could eat. But there was a point where every food was a problem. Mm-hmm. But there was a couple things where they weren't as bad. But honestly, that feels so behind me. I've gone through so much since that time. It doesn't even.
There you go.
It doesn't even feel.
Yeah, I mean that was a while ago.
Yeah.
How long have you been like outside of that, or when did you when did you turn the corner to be like healthier?
When did I leave the job?
Fuck, bro. That was last year around August, right? Or some shit like that?
Yeah,
September maybe?
I believe so. Essentially, I...
Because you left and then my brother kind of started working.
I got too sick to work, and they knew it by that point. When I went to them and I was like, hey, you already know I haven't been able to eat. I haven't been feeling well, and this is going to be my last day. It was just one of those days where I was like, I've never felt this bad. I was dizzy. Like, I was just at work dizzy.
Yeah, I remember you calling me because we go to work together sometimes.
Yeah.
and you'd call me and be like, "Yo, I do not feel good."
Yeah.
Like, I do not feel good. Or like, you text me and be like, "Yo, I gotta go, bro. Like, where's like our manager at? Because I have to leave.
I have to get out of here."
And it was like every other day.
Yeah, it wasn't every other, but it felt often. It felt often.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh shit. And I didn't know what was going on because, like I said, you go to the doctor and they wouldn't give you much information on
because that was
the problem.
That was starting to freak me out because even like what you said, I was like, this can't be a mental thing because my mental.
That's really what I thought it was, bro. Honestly, I swear to God, I thought it was like, I was like, maybe he's just like under so much stress or under so much like.
I mean, honestly, would that have been a better situation than this?
Shit, I don't know, bro. I don't know because it was pretty like you'd be gagging and shit.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Food
and like that. I don't know. See, I think about it. What if it was a mental thing? I would be shocked myself, but I feel like I might be able to do something about that. Like I feel like I could learn from that and just like I can walk away like, damn, I was going through that. I had so much mental turmoil, my body was going through it, and it's like whatever, hopefully like by the time I got to this point, I'd be just as good as I am now.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like I just want to know like what that version of me, what that would have been like what's his headspace.
It was just crazy, bro. I was just like, damn, what's going on with him? Because like I said, you would miss a lot.
Yeah.
Or you would have to leave like early and shit, and at the time you were like getting Ubers home.
And I already couldn't afford Ubers too, and that was the worst part. Being sick, going to doctors. I got COVID more than anybody I know.
That's horrible, bro. I've never. I felt like I had COVID actually late last year for the first time, but I never got checked. I never took a test, and it said that I had COVID or anything. But like for a day, bro, I felt so fucked up. I felt so weak at work. I've never felt that way. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times where I'm like, ugh, I'm a little tired or sleepy. But I felt physically weak, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's how I was feeling.
I was leaning over the conveyor belt and just sitting down and being like, yo, I do not feel good. And you know what's crazy? I took, Jarrell gave me like some, I think ibuprofen or some shit, some Tylenol maybe. Mm-hmm. I took that and I felt way better. I literally took that, finished the day, went Christmas shopping and took care of everything. And I was so surprised. I was like, how the fuck? I don't know. I had the vaccine. I have I got 1 and 2, both parts of the vaccine. I never got my booster or whatever the fuck, but
I don't think anybody did. So I know everybody is like, oh yeah, I got it, but nobody got that booster.
No, I never got the booster.
I don't know anyone who did. Myself.
And like I said, I'm not one to get sick that often, but you saying that you had COVID, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, and I got it like 3 times, and I had a scare with it a different time. Well, I'm not even sure if I had it or not. But I got it for sure like 3 times. I think
my brother got it a couple times, bro. My brother got it like twice. And he was going through it. I remember we talked on the phone one time, and I could hear him wheezing and shit. Mm-hmm. And that had me concerned when I heard him.
You didn't get to see me on COVID, did you?
No.
When I had COVID.
Nah. When I heard him wheezing and stuff, I was like, man, this does not sound good at all.
Oh, yeah, dude. It was horrible. It was the worst. Honestly, some of the worst pain I ever went through in my life. Like, I was chugging Pedialytes because it's like, I had this major fucking headache. And I don't know. I had the runs, like constant, going, then not going, and then my stomach is in extreme pain, and then my head's in pain.
Dropping bombs on them.
Yeah, and it's like the whole time I'm just in pain. My arms are sore, my chest is sore, my legs, and I'm just like, I can't do this. The light would turn on, get in my eyes. I'm just like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this, bro. And I laid up for like 3 days. And like those first 2 days, agony. Like really, honestly surprised how bad it was.
You know, it's funny. My mom and my brother got COVID, but me and my stepdad did not get COVID. Yeah. And we were, at the time, I think my brother got it before. He got it like when he was in school still. So I was just like, damn. But yeah, me and my stepdad totally never had it. And we were around them too. Like I went to visit, I had to drop them off shit, and I never contracted it at all. I was like, damn, talk about good luck.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth, she ended up getting it with me, I believe most times, but each time she got it, it like showed less and less.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And like the first time was probably her worst, where it was like, Oh yeah, you're definitely sick. The second time was more like a cold. You know, it was just like, and then after that, it was almost like really nothing for her.
You know what's funny,
me,
bro?
It sucked.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The like how like different cases were and people were just freaking the fuck out, bro. I was gonna say I think I might have had it before we got locked down.
Oh yeah,
because
I know a couple people like that.
Yeah, like in 2019, I got like very towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I got like really really sick, bro. For
Elizabeth did too.
For like a week, and I was like, dude, I feel so fucking shitty. And then it went away. 2020 came, and I thought it was gonna be a great year.
Oh yeah,
totally just like
we all fucking totally.
Dude, I had a crazy like for the year that because 2019 was not a super good year for me.
Mm-hmm.
But my New Year's that I had on 2020 was awesome. Like we went to I went to a wedding, then I went to my cousin's house to party, and like we were popping fireworks. We got like real drunk and shit. It was awesome.
2020 felt like it was the year that everybody had set up for big shit to happen.
Yeah, like
if not big
major
shit,
changes.
Yeah, changes, and it was just like everyone. And maybe it was from that 9 flipping over from
00.
Yeah, or it's
maybe.
like yeah, or it's like going from. Yeah, we're going into like the 20s now, and it's like okay, it's almost like when the 2000s came around. Like I don't know why everyone just so happened this is the year, you know?
Yeah, everyone decided like this is gonna be.
But it wasn't even for me. It wasn't even just that. It just felt like the year was gonna be different. Like everything leading up to it.
It started out pretty good.
Yeah,
bro, honestly.
I was like okay,
my January wasn't too bad. I had a good birthday.
Yeah.
Then I had actually a crazy birthday. I almost got into it with the cop.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was wild. We went out to drink, and then at one of the bars, dude, it gets super packed in there, and on Washington, and I was there, and I was like drunk at the time. I was definitely like inebriated for sure.
Okay.
I could definitely say like I was like not sober.
Okay.
And I'm vibing out, and then all of a sudden there's like a group of dudes just heading towards the restroom. So I started backing up like, yo, like, you guys go ahead. I don't feel like getting in your way. And they go. And as I back up, I guess, like, I bumped into a cop slightly. And he, like, shoved me from behind, bro. I was like, yo, back up, man. And he shoved the fuck out of me.
Holy shit.
And I turned around. I was like, bro, what? Why'd you do that? And I just started walking towards him, and then like my friend's girlfriend calmed me down and was just like, no, let's go to this side of the bar. And we were on the other side, and I was just like apparently just mean mugging the fuck out of the cop the whole time.
I mean, you weren't wrong, bro. Holy shit. Like,
it was very rude, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I get it. You bumped into him, but there's a way to respond to everything, bro. Especially when you're a cop, like, I mean, you were in a bar, right? I was at a crowded place, right?
Very, bro.
So
it's super crowded.
Being bumped into probably isn't a surprising thing on the list of shit that's gonna happen when you're in
I think my height and size kind of like throw people off, so they want to ensure that like
maybe
they're just kind of like that nothing happens. Like they make like an understanding, like, hey,
yeah,
get away. Maybe I don't know. It was just weird though.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good vibe. Like, yeah, that's the vibe I want to put out.
Well, that happened. There was a good fucking McGregor had a fight. My boy Conor McGregor won. So I was like, this is gonna be the best year ever. Yeah. And everything just went to shit, bro. And it's funny because I went to the rodeo. I think Fernando's sister was working at the rodeo at the time, and his brother's friend got us tickets to see. We saw Chance the Rapper. And at the rodeo, and I was like, I mean, I know a couple of his songs. Fuck it, we could go. Yeah. We went and we were just kind of fucking around, and then after, like, we were heading home, but when we were leaving, I was seeing them like kind of take shit down, like in terms of rides and other setups. Yeah. And I was like, damn, they really tear everything down. Like, it's kind of crazy that everything kind of looked deserted like towards the end of the night. The next day they announced that like everything's locked down, rodeo canceled. Oh. And I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are packing up, like legitimately packing their things up.
Okay, I was confused too. Like, where's this going?
Yeah. So after that, it was just, and I remember for the longest time I was like, dude, if I die and Chance the Rapper's the last concert I saw, I'd be so disappointed. I'd be so disappointed in myself. I feel like that's one of the reasons why, because we hung out during that time, and if you came over, I would always be editing. And I'd have like a live concert going on. Yeah. Or people are playing live music. I think that was the reason why, bro. Because I couldn't have a chance. There was no concerts going on.
Yeah. There was a lot of more live-ish music being played. That's pretty funny detail. Like to look back on.
What about you? When did you get the news, or how did you find out about the whole pandemic?
Okay, well, let's go back to that bad luck then.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So me finding out about the pandemic, because of the pandemic, I directly lost $5,000. Well, as a team, because it was me, Elizabeth, and Yonner, $15,000, because we all had $5,000 on the line, and essentially it was nothing fucking special. It was like a research study. You go out of town.
Oh man, I wanna ask you more about that shit after, but we could
yeah, I don't mind. You go out of town. They'll be like, it depends. It all depends on, everyone is different. You just got to find your niche, bro.
When did you first learn about these things? Because you told me these.
Yonner, from like a couple years ago, like after I was doing the pharmacy thing.
So like 2017 then, 18.
Yeah, but I didn't start doing them until maybe 2018, 19?
Mm-hmm.
Around that time.
Before COVID then?
Yeah, before COVID. And I didn't do a bunch of them, but I did a couple. And each time it was usually a good amount of change. But I don't remember what this one was going to be for, but they were usually for like some kind of medicine or something that existed or something that was going to exist to be on the shelves. It'll be like...
Was it all over the counter, like you said? Over the counter medicine?
Usually it was something like over the counter. Like I've done stuff like skin creams or stuff for gas, just random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you're not doing anything where it's like... That's how I feel about it. Where it's like never been tested on people. I don't do those. I like to do the ones where they've been tested on people and now they're looking for those niche scenarios where it's like, what happens if you take our Advil Ultra PM, but you keep chugging coffee? So we're going to make sure we give them a very caffeinated diet, and then take this Advil and then take blood for them. And it's like every 2 hours, we're going to take their blood. But that sucks a little.
I remember you telling me describing this, and I was just like, "What are you guys doing?"
But like again, you're just in there with a bunch of people. There's couches. You're chilling. A lot of the time, you're gonna really be remembering you chilling with the people, and not the times where you're getting the blood taken. But that part does suck.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always the best. I've seen like people faint from this.
Damn.
I got hurt pretty bad from it one time. Where it was like this one like stereotypical like Indian doctor with just like the hair on the side completely bald at the top, a big gray mustache, and he's trying to get my vein, which
didn't find it.
Yeah, and I always tell people it's like it's 12 o'clock shallow, like because like they use this whole numbering system sometimes, and I'm like 12 o'clock shallow, like this vein right here. I know it. I've been doing this for too long. I got you. This guy, he was the doctor, bro. I didn't know shit, bro. He was the doctor, and he did not listen to what I said. He kept trying to go in there. He was literally sticking the needle in, pulling it, turning it, like he was turning. And I swear, and that sounds like agony. It actually doesn't hurt that much. It doesn't hurt that much. I thought it would too. It sucks, but it's not that bad. What sucked is when he was getting upset and he started pushing the needle really far, like further than I've ever seen anyone ever push it, like where it was just disappearing, and he kept on moving it. And then he stabbed something in here, and my whole arm jolted, and he snatched it out, and he got pissed at me, and I was like, what?
This is a bad luck again, bro.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, you stabbed me, or you just assaulted me? You stabbed me right now, bro. And I swear to God, for like 3 months after that, my hand was tingling. Oof. Like the tips of my fingers would like if I was walking, certain angles that my arm would make would just make my hand to tingle real quick.
Oh my God.
As I'm just walking, just because like I'm bending my arm in a certain way, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I was like, this doctor really fucked up my hand. And
I'll be scared of like nerve damage, bro.
Yeah, and I know he hit a nerve, like it had to have been, but it eventually stopped. Like if it still happens, I can't feel it anymore. It's gone. But like I don't know, that sucked. But back to the COVID thing.
Yeah.
So
you were on your way to do one. I was
on my way. I'm literally out of town, and randomly, there's like a lot of traffic, like a lot.
Where were you heading to? Do you remember?
Was it like Austin?
Was it like Tyler, Texas, or some shit like that, bro?
No, it's only those major cities. Only our major cities have them. So it's like Austin, San Antonio, Dallas,
Houston.
Yeah, I was headed to. We're in Houston. I was headed to one of those. I don't remember which one, but we were on our way, and we were there. I think we made it. We had basically made it there, and yeah, we did. We made it there, and they were like, hey, you're gonna do your screening, and also like while we're going, still suspiciously, like stores are packed while we're not paying attention to it fully. Like we're seeing stuff on the news, but we're not like acknowledging it
because I remember seeing memes of it.
Yeah.
Very light memes though.
Like where it was
like very light.
I didn't even think it was here yet.
Neither did I. I thought it was a China kind of thing.
So we're on our way. We go there. We do the screening. It's whatever, and we end up having to. They end up canceling it, or like we end up having to leave or something like that. But part of it gets canceled, but we don't fully know the reason why. But they'll be like, we'll call you back and we'll give you $100 for you guys coming today. And I was like, nice. So like we all got
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but compared to 5,000 that we didn't know we were about to lose.
It's a fraction.
Yeah,
a fraction of it.
Yeah. So like again, all three of us have 5,000 that we're already in. Like we're just waiting now. We just got to go up there and do it.
That's so wild, bro. That is.
And then on our way back, like we get a call and it's like, that's likely not gonna happen. We'll keep you updated, but the study's probably not gonna happen. And it's like, okay, well, you guys want to grab something to eat? You want to go? Because like we packed a bunch of stuff that day. It was a bunch of people in a truck, and we were just like, let's go grab something. We go to like an HEB or something, and it's just packed. People were just grabbing toilet paper rolls, and like. Bro. We we woke up in the middle of COVID when people were grabbing their shit for COVID, God, and we were just standing there in the middle of the store like, packed, is something happening? Like,
yeah, it was crazy.
Like, what is going on?
I mean, you know where you used to work and I work now, and I could show you the videos of the shit we had, bro.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Just mountains and mountains of toilet paper, mountains and mountains.
I remember
of water.
That. Actually, I remember that. All the water and
literally
stuff we were sending
any
out.
Other item, bro. Any other item wasn't like. No one gave a fuck. All it was toilet paper and water.
I remember us doing water and toilet paper a lot, but I cannot imagine what it was like for that time.
It was fucking crazy. It was so much shit. Trailers just full of them. I was like, wow. But did you have a job at this time, or were you just relying solely on the studies, on research studies?
I had a security job. I think.
Oh, okay. You're still doing that?
I'm not even sure. I don't know. I have no idea.
It is true. The COVID thing really fucked the timeline up.
Time up. It blurs it really feels like everybody missed 2 years of their life. You start off COVID 25 and then you end it 27 and you're like, wow. Did I change and grow as a person the way I was supposed to in this time? Because I often
wonder that sometimes. Yeah. 'Cause I feel like 2020 through 2021 I was kind of fucking off, to be honest with you. Like, I was fucking off in a big way. Like, it's not irresponsible, but irresponsible in other aspects. Like, showing up to work late, going out the night before, and
just doing all the extra shit that you...
Just fucking up and drinking a lot. Drinking way more than, I don't even know. I was telling you earlier, bro. I haven't drank in so long.
And we were just having that conversation. Because it's funny, because, again... Even you then, it's like, I knew you to drink, but I was never one to see you as a big drinker. So, like, all the stories when I hear about you mega drunk, most of them I'm not with you. Because it's usually, like, when you're out doing something, like, bigger, like with your boys or something.
And you'd see I'd have a lot of people over, bro.
Yeah.
And the majority of the time, we would be drinking.
Yeah, and, but usually, when me and you are together and we're drinking, nobody gets hammered.
Nah, definitely not.
Yeah, nobody gets hammered.
I might not even get buzzed, to be honest with you.
I might get tipsy or something, but nobody's gonna be close to barfing.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. Oh, there was that video of you being naked that one time, bro.
Oh yeah, my first time drunk with. It was because it was with the person who won't be named.
Yeah, it was old contact of us. But you were, I just remember hearing that you were fucking naked in a video, and I saw it the next day. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And I was like, I was crazy drunk.
You were crawling on the floor and shit.
The world was spinning, bro. I remember that moment so detailed because it felt like my head was magnetized to the ground. I was like, man, I can't get up.
I felt that way, bro. There was one time during the COVID time that I went out with Brittany and Fern. And we met up with Brenda, who was one of Brittany's friends. And she's a friend of mine as well, but shout out to Brenda, shout out to all of them. we met up with her and we were drinking and shit. And then I don't know how we didn't get arrested, bro. I really don't know how we didn't get arrested because, like, first of all, some shit happened to where, like, I think Brittany and Brenda ended up getting into it with someone at the bar. Mm-hmm. And we had to break up the fight, but we really weren't. I have like a video of me recording, like, like what's gonna happen. And then after that, we're all heading home, and Brenda's like, she brought her truck, I think, and she's trying to go home, but her truck breaks down or some shit. For whatever reason, her truck doesn't want to start or some shit.
Yeah.
And we have to like push her truck. They were literally pushing her truck in the middle of the street, bro. Like nothing, in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. I was like, what the fuck? So I meet up with all of them. Brenda like is trying to get into her apartment, but I think she left one of her key to open the gate in her truck.
Oh, you know, I think I might remember this story, but keep going.
Yeah, she's trying to like, she's like, damn, can you give me a boost to hop over the fence? And the fence had these like ridges on the top. Mm-hmm. And I was like, girl, are you sure? Like, I don't know if you want to like do this, because if you fall, you're gonna like, you get pretty fucked up.
Yeah. That's kind of.
Nah, I've done it before, this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. So I give her a boost. And as she's doing good, and then as she gets over, she just like slips, bro, and like almost gets impaled, impaled on the fucking thing. God
damn, bro.
And it like cut her on the side. Then we're at her house for a little bit, and then we head home. And I have to.
How bad was the?
She just had like a
bruise.
I don't know about a scar. I don't think she had a scar, but she definitely had like a cut.
Yeah. Okay.
She got scraped up. Jesus Christ, that was so loud. She got scraped up, and then we're heading home. And I have to drop Fern off. I have to drop Brittany off. And I dropped Brittany off at my cousin's house at the time. I dropped Fern off. And and I'm just like, dude. And we're talking. He's like, man, you have to work tomorrow, huh? And I was like, yeah. And the whole time, like, dude, I'm not going to lie. I don't drink or drive like that. But I definitely was fucked up when I was driving.
For sure.
And I sobered up. And I was just kind of like real hyper focused. Like, all right, I need to get these people where they got to go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're like, what's your favorite Bad Bunny song? Play it now. And I was just like, guys, please calm the fuck down. Like, I need to, like, get you guys home.
What's your favorite Bad Bunny song?
Dude, they were so loud. And then I dropped Fern off, and me and him are chopping up. He's like, dude, you probably go home. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I get home, and I park the car, and I'm like, fuck. I don't know how I made it home, but, you know, thank God I did. I get off, and I, like, stumble a little bit. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, all right, well. I have to work at 6:30. I have to be up at like 5:30, or like I usually get up at like 5:30, 5:45. So I'm like, all right, right now it was like fucking 3 o'clock, almost 4 o'clock.
Calling in time. Calling in.
So I'm like, you know what, Eric, I'm gonna take a nap, and you know, by the time I get up, an hour will pass by, and I'll see how I feel. Dude,
no fucking way.
I woke up. I was like, fuck, let me go. So I get up and I like try to stand up and go into my room, stumbling, bro. I almost fucking bumped into my fucking door, bro. Like right away. I was stumbling. I turned on the light, and I remember just like leaning over the sink and staring at myself in the mirror and just being like, yeah, I'm not going to work today. Mm-hmm. Click. And then I just called in and just knocked the fuck out and woke up at like 12 or 1.
See, I have a time. I've done that exact same thing, but mine's ends up with me getting fired. Where remember Arnie's Party Supply? Okay. Arnie's, again, an older job I had, but you know me. At least for that one job, and I've told you this before. Most jobs that I work at, I usually try to work hard and be like one of the better people there. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go into your security shit, that's pretty wild, bro.
Yeah. And it's like, even though I missed a bunch of days at like our job when I was there, I was still at the top for a while.
Yeah. When you would be there, you'd like put in work.
Yeah. Like I was getting those stars. I got a bunch of those little stars. There are like 4 of those, and like the little thing. The parking spot, space, the parking spot. A couple times I would just give that to you.
I would totally take advantage of. Bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Like, I don't have a fucking car. You can take that.
It's amazing, bro. My brother got one for reporting ants or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he did.
That's a wild reason to get one. But okay.
He's just like, all right, man. You guys who parked there? I'm like, fuck yeah.
Nice. But so I'm at Arnie's, and again, I'm at that same standard where I'm trying my best. Like, I can tell you, out of all the people at Arnie's, me being the new guy, I was getting a bunch of tips, even though those people were already there.
See, I didn't even know y'all got tips at Arnie's.
You really don't. But that's the thing. Like I would see like an old person like getting their carts, and like sometimes they'd be like, "Hey, can we get someone to help them with this stuff?" And it's
hey,
like,
son.
and it's like I would always go above and beyond. I would talk to them about their stuff and talk to them. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm new." They're like, "Oh, how is it?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's not bad, but it's about 2 hours away." I always throw that in there. Gotta throw the 2 hours away. They gotta understand that I'm really.
They like numbers and shit.
Yeah. I'm trying. They need to understand that I'm really trying to get in here. That 2 hours. I'm like, damn. And I'm like, yeah, I ride the bus here. And I'm like, damn, you ride the bus for 2 hours every day? And I'm like, yes, I do, man.
So you're on a soapbox, right?
No, yeah. They don't know it. They don't know it, but like
they never look down and see the soapbox that you're on.
Because the whole time I'm pushing their basket now. I did that so often, where it's like I ended up taking their basket from them. I'm taking their stuff to the car, and it didn't even matter if they were old or not. I was just like trying to talk to people, getting to know people. I'm constantly smiling.
See, bro, I've never worked a job where I got tips, man.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, my job now,
I'd be able to earn some shit,
for
bro.
sure.
I feel like I'd be able to earn some shit.
Oh, for sure. Even the job I have now, but I'm not gonna go into that right now.
Shout out to my cousin Adrian. He's a bartender, so it's my boy.
But I always did this. I can tell. I would just be at Arnie's and just see that everybody who's been there has been there for a while, because everybody knew each other. And it was just almost this camaraderie, but this soul crushing aura where like almost nobody was smiling, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like it wasn't always there, but if you were peering, like now that I'm behind the scenes, if you're not an employee, it's just like, oh, that guy is just, that's just what he looks like, he works here. But then when you're there just peering behind the scenes, and it's just like, man, these people really don't want to be here.
God damn. Now let me ask you this. This is a side note, but
yeah,
I associate Arnie's with Halloween. Is it? Am I wrong in that? Is Arnie's like a big Halloween kind of store? Or
it's a party supply in general.
Is it like a party city?
Yeah, yeah. But like they don't just cater here. They can like ship. They used to get like calls from people like in Africa and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't verify that besides like looking at their extremely old computer. And when I mean extremely old, I don't mean the old Windows where you're like
Windows Vista or something.
Yeah, I don't mean that shit where it's like the old fucking thick Windows 90 text boxes and stuff. I mean like so old that it was just a matrix. It was just black and green. That was their system.
God damn.
Yeah,
that is old.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy. They had a website that is still, if you pulled it up right now, it is still out of the early 2000s. That's
insane, bro. There's no need to change it.
I mean, who's going there? I mean, I guess people are. I mean, it was a successful place.
I didn't even think it was. I thought it was like a party boy or party city where it's like
it kind of is, but like
a seasonal thing. Like party boy, I associate that with like a seasonal. I don't even know this around anymore, to be honest with you.
Party boy was right down the street from Martin.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I always go to Party Boy.
I don't even know if either one of them are still there. Honestly, I kind of hope they're both gone. Just because Arnie's fired me for no reason.
Oh, go into that. Yeah.
Okay, so again, soul crushing aura. I'm out here shining, bro. The only time I wasn't shining is when, I don't know if you remember from school, a guy named Jacob.
Yeah, I do remember that guy.
I'm not a hating person. There's not too many people I've disliked in my life. But we knew a guy named Jacob.
Yeah, I forgot his last name, but he had I don't want to get into his business, but damn, man, he had some shit that I heard.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we can't get into that.
He was on some, like...
Yeah, we know.
The P. Diddy shit.
Oh, man.
Some fucking... not P. Diddy shit, sorry. Some Nas and Jay-Z stuff where, like... Jay-Z like says he's like left a condom on the seat or some shit. Like, I forgot what the fuck he was talking about, but
if you don't want to go into
whatever the fuck. We knew this guy named Jacob, yeah.
Besides
who we were cool with, but I don't know.
Oh, he turned on us immediately. Like that's what I was going to tell you about Benito. We can't go into that either. We can't. But Benito, it's the same thing. Where it's just like at some point, some people just do this shoulder turn on you, where they're just like, and it's always the new people. Because Jacob was a new guy, Benito was a new guy, and each time a new guy shows up, they start filling around for friend groups, and they're like, I realize you're not the guys I'm looking for, and then they just turn, and it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, and he called us geeks, or he called us nerds, or whatever the fuck he said, losers and shit.
I don't know what he called us, but it wasn't far from what he was too. So it's kind of, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I never, like I said, I talked to him, but I would just kind of be like, man, this guy's kind of fucking annoying, and also his face looked
he had
weird.
a punchable face.
A little baby face.
Weird.
He kind of like a Buzz Lightyear toy.
I can
you know how the Buzz Lightyear has a little chin that's like a question mark or the fuck? Yeah, I'm thinking of him, or that, or like VeggieTales, the cucumber from VeggieTales.
God damn.
That's what we were dealing with, the cucumber from VeggieTales. Just picture that.
And
Larry.
He thought he was the shit for some reason too. That was another thing, the weird complex he had. But okay, besides the day that guy walked in there and gave me the weirdest shit-eating grin because I was in there, I don't know. Besides that day, and that wasn't even bad.
How long was that before you seen him, bro?
What do you mean? How many years?
Yeah, because he didn't go to high school with us, I don't think. Or
he did go to high school with us.
Oh, see, I remember that shit, bro.
Well, I actually don't even know. Bro, it doesn't matter. It was literal years. I just randomly saw the guy, and I was like, "Who's that fucking guy?" And I was just like, I nodded at him, and he was just looking at me weird.
And he was just grinning.
Yeah, with a weird look. And then he comes back again with a chick in like a stroller or some shit.
Yeah. That's the situation.
Yeah, we know. They don't. And he's looking at me with a weird grin. So then I just give him a weird grin because he doesn't know I know this situation. And then we just walk past each other, and I'm just like, I still can't stand that guy. That was a nothing. That
was it then.
Yeah, that was it. It was a nothing interaction.
Oh my god!
And
you guys didn't even talk. That's funny. You guys didn't even talk to each other.
I was just like, there may have been a like, hey, what's up? Like the smallest thing. But again, still off from when I got fired. I got fired from this job because essentially I was working in the rain, and I already had a weak immune system. It was cold. It was like fall. It was because like Halloween was around.
Yeah.
It was cold, raining. I was shivering, and it was I don't know. I was just in like the stinky fucking rain suit that they have for you, and they're like,
disgusting, bro.
Bro, it's horrible. It smelled like piss, kinda, and like plastic, like old plastic, and it was just like it wasn't protecting me. My feet were wet, my hands were wet, my pants were wet at the end of the time. Everything like only thing that didn't really get wet was the front. I mean, was my back.
You kind of alluded to it earlier, but you get sick. If you get sick, it's not a good. You get very sick sometimes.
Yeah, I get sick pretty easily, and it can get pretty bad. And I let them know this. I told them this, but this Arnie's has this whole policy. It's even up on their wall when you go in, where about like they don't ever want people missing days, not missing days that aren't completely held up by them. So like their system was, if you're gonna miss a day, and if you say you're sick, well, you have to come in and we have to look at you to see if you're sick enough. And if we think you can work, you can work. And I've already said I took a 2-hour fucking bus
to the job.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That's wild. That's money and time, and it's not one bus. It was a couple buses.
I've never had to deal with that other than like riding a bus to school, like in elementary.
Yeah, and like it was pretty shit. I mean, like I don't ever even remember the rides. They were so nothing. It's always the destination, but when they were happening, pretty shit.
I bet, bro. Yeah. Especially if you had to take them home as well.
Yeah, exactly, and that sucked. That sucked.
How late would you get home?
That's all a blur, man. Yeah, sometimes late. I know sometimes late, but that was all sometimes because of the buses though, because I'm pretty sure the place didn't close no later than like 9. But again, I'm working the night shift, or I'm working a shift and I'm closing, and the whole thing is me being in this big ass parking lot, ushering people out, because the parking lot's big. There's multiple exits and no one knows where the fuck they're going. It's raining. There's deep potholes and puddles that people are splashing people in. I'm just out there. Bro. I'm just out there.
Shit.
I'm just the guy who they're like, get these people out of here, and then you have the keys. When the last car is out, lock up the gate. So that's all my job is. I'm waiting. I get the last car out. I'll lock up the gates. We're fine. And I'm fucking drenched by the end of the night. By the time, like, even when I have to get to my car, it's like, even that, like, I get drenched there too. It's like, I had that suit on, but even having that on wasn't very useful, you know? The only thing it protected, like I said, was my back. My front was still getting wet. My pants still somehow got wet, and my feet for sure, bro.
Oof.
They didn't give me shit for my feet.
And you said it smelled bad, bro.
Yeah, it smelled horrible. I didn't even, bro. I feel like I'm pretty sure I washed my clothes that same night. that shit. Because it was because it got wet and it smelled weird. It smelled very weird after.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
man. It's fucked up.
So I end up going to bed. Like I go home that night. I let them know. Even that night, I was like, man, I'm probably gonna get sick. I told my job. I told Arnie's before because I had even been up there sick. They saw me sick. They knew I was sick. And they were like, we're happy you came in. But I was like, I feel like I'm gonna be pretty sick. I don't know. I was out in the rain multiple times, and at the end of the day, I stayed out there the whole time. Let's see. I get up in the morning and I'm crazy sick. Like I'm actually like I got up out of the bed and everything was spinning and I was dizzy and I couldn't stand, and I had never really went through that before. And I just got right back and I just leaned right back down. And I was like, holy shit, this is the craziest headache I've ever had. I can't breathe. I don't feel well. What's happening? I call Arnie's. I told them my situation. They were like, can you come up here and make it? And I'm like, it's a 2-hour trip, guys, and I am feeling really bad. And they're like, all right, we were just asking this, that, and the other. Fast forward, I decided I'm going to go in the next day, even though I'm still pretty sick. It's obvious I'm still pretty sick. I pull up the next day. I'm walking through the parking lot early, like 7 maybe. And people are there just talking to me, like the usual people I see. But this time they're looking at me and they're talking to me and they're like, all giving me this face like, oh, I know what you did. You slide dog. And I'm like,
they know what you did.
Yeah, in my head I'm thinking, do they think that I didn't get sick and that I just
missed a day?
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna miss a day. So after a couple people talk to me, I end up putting together the day I didn't come in was the first day in years that multiple people didn't come in. And it wasn't just multiple people, it was multiple employees and managers. And what had happened was they all planned some little party, like no, I don't know, some kind of, was it a November party or I don't know. It was some shit. It was for some holiday that was coming up.
Right.
And they all were like, that's the day we're all gonna go, and we're all going. And I'm just like, oh, is that what happened? I don't know these people. Remember, I've only been at this job almost 2 months. I don't know your name. I know we're talking right now. You don't know it, but I don't even know your name. And it's I'm not good with names. So that was literally something I'm thinking as I'm talking to the people. But I ended up going to the office. Like I tried to clock in. They were like, before you clock in, they want to speak to you. And I was like, this is going to be about me missing yesterday. These guys are such crazy sticklers about people missing days. They had it on the wall. Like last time somebody missed a day. And it was a long time ago. Yeah. And it was a long time ago.
How fucking essential is this Arnie's, bro?
I have no fucking clue. That's what I'm saying.
Party supplies.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I didn't get it. But that was the day. Like that was the day where it was like, so I saw that shit was literally on zero. I was.
So they grouped you with all these other people then?
Apparently so. And it's like, I couldn't argue the case that I didn't know those people, but I couldn't even argue the case about the party because they wouldn't admit that it was about the party.
Oh.
Everybody was talking about it, but when it came to I'm speaking to you face to face, they're like, well, do you remember in the contract? This is how it went. Remember here in the contract you signed when you first signed up that said that if you broke any of these rules, and one of the rules that I broke was about missing days and not coming in for them to see if I was actually sick enough. I didn't do that. And they were like, well, you might remember that if you broke any one of these rules for any reason, Arnie's can terminate you on the spot for any reason. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, well, this is your termination, this, that, and the other. And I was like sitting here trying to plead my case. And I'm just like, I was sick. I have a 2-hour bus ride. I can't get here. But in the back of my head, the whole time, I'm like, I know what you're doing because you have these other people waiting. And I know they're not going to get fired. And they didn't. Didn't. Yeah, and they didn't. I went back up there to go get some things and just for my own nerve.
And they were all there.
They were all there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
Why the fuck do you think they made such a big deal out of you missing the day then?
I wouldn't be surprised if some of those people got fired because some of them were people I did not know. But there was a few people I knew because I worked with them in their department, like directly. And Arnie's was split into like 4 different departments. It was a big ass store, dude.
I haven't been to one in like years, bro. I really don't know.
And they were all there, bro.
That's so strange.
I don't even know what the party was. That's the thing.
Like what they did?
Yeah, I don't know what if
it's
they.
It's kind of ironic that it was a party store and they all fucking took a day off to have a party.
That's funny.
That's kind of funny, isn't it?
And I got fired because of it. I didn't know these guys, and that's what I wanted to say. I was screaming at so badly. I was like, I don't know these people, man. I wouldn't go to a party. These people. Some of these guys are like 40, 60, like 30. Most of these people are not in my age group.
You think they didn't get fired because of that? Because of tenure, maybe?
Do
you think they didn't get fired because of tenure?
Yeah, I said I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. But like some of them were younger too. Like there was a number who were like under 30. It's like somewhere closer to us. But it's still like, what is this?
That is strange.
And like
I would be very annoyed if that happened.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe none of this is true. Maybe there wasn't a party. But I heard it a lot. Why were people were just insinuated that I went. So I'm like, there was something that happened the day I didn't go.
That's so funny, bro. That's so funny that they were assuming that you went to go party with these fucking people.
With these people, like all of a sudden I'm in their circle. Whatever this fucking ancient party they planned was, I was included, the new guy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, before we get out of here, I did want to talk about Spider-Man with you.
Oh, of course, bro. We can't leave without
so
that.
I'm technically gonna end the episode here, in case people who haven't seen the movie are listening and don't want any spoilers.
Okay.
So that'll do it for this week's edition of a Thank You Boy podcast. I've been your host, Cesar Perez, with
Eric Jackson.
Until next time, peace. And we'll wait a couple seconds. Give them like 5 seconds to get the fuck out of here,
wait
bro.
till they're fucking gone.
You know what I'm saying? 3, 2, 1. All right, man.
Oh, finally, the fucking losers are gone. All the dead weights out of here. Holy shit. What's up?
Honestly, if you haven't seen it, you're lacking, bro.
You should definitely see this.
Unless you like physically can't. Like I think Josh hasn't seen it, but Joshua like works on a cruise. It's kind of hard for him to like see the fucking movie.
And if you can't see it, I mean, there's all.
He's like on it. So I give him a pass, but like other people, nah, bro. My brother he left today to go see it. So
yeah,
it's a really good movie. Oh man, what do you want to get into, huh?
I'm not even sure where I want to start. I mean, I guess for me, I'm gonna start on that animation, bro. Like I said today, I was rewatching it today via legal means.
Yeah, allegedly, you were allegedly rewatching.
I was rewatching it today, and I was just paying more attention to just elements. And I'm rewatching, and I'm just like looking at stuff, and I'm looking at Spider-Punk, and he is like. Animation wise, he is just all over the place.
His world, dude, is insane.
Oh yeah,
the show has actual like universe.
Oh, that too. Yeah, oh yeah, I've seen those. Those comics are crazy.
I've never read his books, bro.
The Venom thing, it's a lot. It's a lot. Cause you know how like Venom's weakness is kind of like sound and like fire. Well, the Spider-Punk's thing is sound. Bro, yeah, wow. It's like they're using punk music to like fight off the oppressors, and like Osborn is like taking over the town with like this whole thing that he calls Venom, but it's like the Venom symbiote. It's like this whole program.
Dude? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Spider-Punk's dimension is kind of fucking lit.
The only ones that I'm very familiar with is like Spider-Man 2099, because I read that in like middle school, as well as Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, same.
Because I had all the X-Men Noir, Spider-Man Noir, and there was another one too. I forgot another character that had like a Noir book. I forgot what it was. It was a Marvel character.
Was it Wolverine? I don't think so.
Maybe, but I feel like they would just do X-Men.
There was a couple of Noirs, but I don't know who.
Yeah, it was Spider-Man Noir and it was X-Men Noir for sure. I'm trying to think of another one, bro. I don't want to say Iron Man. I don't know who it was, but it was a character like that. Yeah. But. So I was familiar with those two very well, and obviously like other variations of Spider-Man and shit like that. But yeah, Spider-Man was one that I never got into like that.
I mean, I never got deep. I
just knew he was a skin on the game.
Oh yeah, I never got too deep. I got a little bit past surface level. I kind of like looked into his stuff, but I'm not like an expert. But what I will say is, looking at him in the movie it's a sight to behold the entire time. Oh yeah, for sure. Just him alone, him constantly changing. First of all, not even mentioning that he's constantly changing what material he's on. From one moment he looks like he's printing on a newspaper to like looking like he's on a paper bag. Yeah, and it's like, holy shit. But looking at the character himself, all of his different elements are animated at different times. Like I was looking at that today, and I was like, his vest is moving on like twos, I think.
And his face is like different.
Yeah, and then his outline, his very outline around him is moving at a different frame rate. His vest, I think his guitar is, his bag, and I'm just like, in all of those all of those
elements,
all those elements are moving around like seamlessly on him, and it looks fine and natural. But at the same time, you can just, your eye can catch where you're like, wow, they're not moving at the same frame rate, but it causes just this cool effect that is compounded with the fact that he's a mishmash of materials. So not only is he a mishmash of materials, his materials doesn't even move at the same speed as everything else on him.
Did it take you a while to get used to the animation when you were watching the movie in the theater? Because it was kind of like, for a while, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like so mesmerized. Honestly, I think me getting a little inebriated before.
Oh, I did the same thing.
Didn't help my situation, because I was just like in awe of like what was going on, bro.
And when I get like that, like anytime I do like smoke before I go to a movie, I usually find myself in the movie. Like I'm in there. Mm-hmm. Like I'm deep in there, and the whole time I'm in this movie, and it's hard to feel consistent in the movie because like when we get to like Gwen Stacy's scenes, her world has no reason to be. It's like kind of like Spider-Punk, where like the consistency changes on him depending on just whenever, because he doesn't give a fuck. He's punk. Yeah. Her world was like very painterly, and the environment changed on a whim with the character's feelings. It's like
the colors of her shit were so crazy, bro. Yeah, and like when her dad finds out that it's her, and the colors that he has like over his face. Oh my god!
And I also like the moments of watching the environment become more painterly and then become more just be abstract. Whereas like there's not even objects in the environment anymore. It's just two characters feeling like just fucking experiencing each other, and I'm just like, holy shit. One moment it's green, it's blue, it's pink, it's sad, nice. It's powerful,
and it was very like not watercolor colory.
It was though. You know it was like painterly.
It was like dripping down. Like
her world was like seeping paint, and like they give you a hint of that in the movie when right before Miles mentions her. You know how he's writing. He shows him like draw her a whole bunch of times in that notebook, which wild. But
yes, that's wild, bro. and I showed you the one he was really drawing, the one where she's like thick. And he gets caught up.
Oh, I remember the one where it shows her sitting on his window.
Oh, and he like
she leaves, and he's like, "Was Gwen sitting here?" And he sniffs the spot where she sat on the window.
It's very out of pocket. He's like, that's tough, bro. That's like,
bro.
That's like demented. That's demented levels of pervert, bro. That's like. Legitimate, like you should get help, bro. You're sniffing a seat. Golly, bro.
God damn, bro. There's a problem.
Oof. Did you see that that there's like a thread of videos of the actor or the voice actor trying to make moves on the voice actress of Gwen?
Oh, he is?
Yeah. But like I think it's kind of joking around, because but at the same time
it's because always the spider couples in the movies have always gotten together
in real life.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Hey, he's the last one.
I mean, I feel like he could pull it, but isn't she? Is she not with someone?
I have no idea. I just know that she's Echo in Hawkeye, right, or some shit like that. She played someone in Hawkeye.
Yeah,
she's fucking not Echo. She's
no. She's not Echo.
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop. That's who she is. Yeah,
so Echo she's her, and he was in Dope. I don't really know.
Yeah, that's what I know.
I really don't know other movies that he's been in, but I mean, maybe shit. Hey. It would continue the tradition of spider couples in real life,
for sure. But like back to the movie, man. Oof. So many things. Like, not even gonna harp on animation for too long. But one thing I was gonna say, when he was drawing her in the notebook, you get a hint of what her world's gonna look like. Because again, I'm rewatching it this morning, and as he's drawing, he starts drawing the city. But when he draws the city, instead of it looking kind of like how you would expect it to look, it looks way more painterly. And then it starts talking about her and how he misses her. And then it shows her. And then later on, or like before that, we like see her world, or maybe it's after that. I don't know. But when we do see her world, it is painterly. And I'm like, huh. And like the movie just does stuff like that the entire time. Just the whole movie.
No, it's very artistically. It was a lot, but man, part one and this one, like, I was so appreciative of the animation and how they took their time to do it.
I think everyone is.
Dude, it was like it was really, really incredible, and it just looks so different compared to other movies. You know what I mean? That's my biggest thing. It just seems so creative.
And it's like I had always felt that animation was kind of holding itself back a little bit, where it's like, let's think about a really popular like animation section, and we'll go to anime. And then you think to yourself, anime always, usually, not always, but you think about anime, there's sometimes those big intense scenes, the Sakuga moments where it's like, this scene is where they spend all of their money. You know, this scene's in Attack on Titan where they're spinning and flipping.
Oh shit! Go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, the ones where you know, like that's where the budget's going. Yeah, and it's like, I look at anime, and then so often I would see 3D in there, and I'm like, I don't like the way you're doing this.
The 3D?
Yeah. Like
the Berserk one was pretty bad, bro.
It would move weird, and it's like, so often it would stick extremely close to like anime, kind of like the anime frame rate. So all the 3D elements look even more jarring because they're at a wild frame rate. Whereas like you don't notice it on an anime character where they're just barely moving, talking, and yada yada. And especially when they're fighting, it's either crazy smooth or fucking cut perfectly. But in those situations where it's just like
they kind of zoom out and it's CGI,
and it's always, and I always imagine that zoom out. It's that zoom out, and then maybe and you'll see like a robot like moving weirdly.
It looks so shitty.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's like, it's not even animated bad. It's just, it doesn't.
You don't fit really with the shit.
And then you look at Spiderverse and it's like, why do we have like the first one? I was like, why do we have like 4 or 5 characters all with different animation styles, all at different frame rates, and I can believe that they're all here together. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I look at anime and it's like, you can't sell me on this. And it's like, the 3D thing is usually meant to look a bit anime-ish. So it's like, I feel like you should be able to sell me a little bit better. Yeah. And then I see the techniques here. I see that motion blur in 3D, those like action lines. I see that kind of shit. I see the posing. I see the frame rate changing. It's very dynamic.
The shadowing of anything.
Exactly, all that stuff. The lighting, the texture. And then I look at anime, or just a lot of animation before that, right before Spider-Verse, because like Spider-Verse that's a point. Changes that's a point in history now. Like I feel like there's an animation. BA and animation.
What is that? What is that? The League of Legends show that came out that was like really good.
Oh, Arcane.
That came out post.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a post Spider-Verse animation, and it's like that might have nothing to do with Spider-Verse, but Spider-Verse is definitely going to get some credit for it, no matter what.
Yeah. But
like, living in a post Spider-Verse world where like that's a sentence, you know. Like that's not a weird thing to say. He's not like being like, oh, living in a post fucking what's that movie right there? A post blow world
with Johnny Depp. that kind of shit really made me appreciate the whole scope of it, because they checked one box off, animation off the charts,
crazy.
Then you go into like the soundtrack, which is really good, and then you go into like the actual story, which is very, very solid.
Very good.
Part 1 was really solid. I remember I saw it before I went to work, bro, and at the time I was working on night shift. Yeah. And we had rented it from Redbox, and I was watching it, and I was like, man, this shit is so good.
You didn't watch it in theaters?
Nah, I didn't.
Damn, that's crazy.
I was like, I don't know. I didn't watch it in theaters, and I was like, dude, this shit's amazing. I really didn't want to go to work the next, like after. I was like, fuck that, bro. I was like, I kind of want to watch it again. It was really good. And I saw it like legit before I went to work. I like left as the credits were rolling. And I was like, man, that shit was so good.
No, dude, I agree. It's, again, looking at the artistry of it, it's one of those movies where you hear it a bunch. It's like you pause and like any moment. Any moment could either be like a comic book or a beautiful wallpaper or just almost an illustration. Like almost any moment feels like a work of art. And as I'm watching it this morning, of course I'm pausing it legally.
Yeah. You're allegedly viewing it this morning. Yeah. You went to the theater to watch it again.
Yeah. And I'm just got really good connections. I got my
paused it as you were like doing the fucking screener in the top.
Yeah. I got my boy to pause it.
As you texted me who I was running the theater, and I would pause it, frame by frame.
And like, and I was testing it, and like, it's pretty true. I couldn't really find any frames unless it was like a between frame of like showing a motion where like the whole camera's pretty much blurred, you know, like a transition frame or something.
You know what I really liked? We could get into like Spot and shit like that because I thought he was like a really interesting character.
I liked him before this because I like the thing. What do you know about Spot?
I didn't know anything about him. I did not know a single thing about him, honestly. I thought he was a completely original character.
Okay, no, he's not. He's far from it. But it's like he was kind of treated the exact same way that you kind of saw in the movie, where he was just like
a goof character.
Yeah, literally that. Like he even was like even his canon was treated really goofy, where he would constantly die, but come back like Kenny. Until later on, some writers were finally like made him make a comment where he's like, I don't know why they keep trying to kill me. They know I can't die, or they're like, I can't die. But it's like that was the first time. That was the first time that was like ever said before that, and I'm like, nobody knew you couldn't die, bro. Nobody cares about your ass, bro. They don't. Nobody's really taking the time to write for you.
When he first popped up, I was kind of like, damn, them powers are kind of crazy, bro.
Yeah,
like,
and that's what.
As soon as I seen him, I was like, these powers seem like they could be a problem.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because Miles was just like trying to sweep him up real quick, and I was like, damn. I was like, you're kind of taking a minute with this villain, bro.
I rewatched it today. He actually struggles a lot, but also Miles is extremely fly as Spider-Man. I feel like
he has the exaggerated swagger
of a black teen for sure. He has the exaggerated swagger of a black teenager, and you see it for sure.
What a crazy sentence!
Oh my god, a post-exaggerated teen world, bro.
And the fact that you like feel like he's like really white in that game like makes me fucking laugh even more, bro.
That's what I find. Well, when he's in the suit, he's definitely less white.
Yeah.
But I don't even want to get into that. I don't think he's white. I just think he's like, that's like gentrified Miles or something.
He's like
and it's not a bad Miles. I don't want to.
He went to a really good school. You know what I'm saying?
Even before, somehow, before he went here, somehow he went to a really good school.
Yeah, he went to a really good school, and like, yeah, that's all I'm about to say.
And like, and these things may not be true, but I still feel like he went to a really good school.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
But looking at the Spot, first of all, that those powers are that was lit as fuck to me,
bro. I was like, God damn! Like the way he was trying to punch him, and then his hand would go through. And I'm like, dude, this is like fucking crazy. If he really started to hone his powers, and then
just partly honed it, like not even as good as some of the best villains, just something to make him. If he just started slightly honing it, I think he would quickly rise up that rogues gallery.
I love how terrifying they made him, bro.
Oh my, you should see how eldritch he gets in the comics. If you look in the comics, he gets horrifying. Where does he try to pull himself through I don't remember, but he ends up like ripping himself apart. You ever seen like the accurate angels, the biblically
the way they look? Yeah.
He started turning into that shit like for real.
What the fuck, bro?
And I was like, holy cow.
That's insane. Yeah, I remember just thinking like, man, this guy's could be really OP, and Miles taking forever with him and being like, holy shit. I was gonna say before that, a real side note, I like the way they did the Vulture in Gwen's world.
Oh, that wasn't
Gwen. He was like paper mache.
That wasn't Gwen's Vulture, but that was the.
He like spammed in there, right? Or he spazzed in there or some shit.
Yeah, that was the.
Was that Spider-Punk's Vulture or not?
Oh no! That was a Vulture from the like the Da Vinci-esque universe. Yeah, well, I don't think they got into it that deep.
No, he looked cool though.
Oh, that was sick as hell.
He looked really cool. He looked really cool, and I like when 2099 came and he like you could see the fangs kind of like opening it up in the shadow. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be fucking sick.
Bro, what did you think about What did you think about him?
Oh man, I liked him a lot.
Holy
dude.
cow.
Oscar Isaac fucking killed it.
Yeah, they really. I have nothing to complain about.
And like I like that they showed that he like was fucking with the timeline a little bit, even himself, selfishly.
Yeah, and he didn't hide it. It wasn't one of those things where it was one of those twists that come out in the movie where it's like, oh, so
you're a hypocrite.
Yeah, you're a hypocrite. No, he played it straight. He's like, yeah, you want to know how I know? Because I was there, man. I fucked up. Man. Yeah, I rewatched that too, and that kind of sucked.
Where do you land on with him though? Do you agree with him with the canon events? You agree with him then?
Yeah, I rewatched it, bro. When they showed what happens when one canon event falls off. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
The whole side of that web broke. it wasn't like a couple strings. There was a big ass web taking up the whole room, and that whole side fell from one canon event. I'm sorry, Miles.
And I just love that he gets. I love how like enraged.
Oh my god!
Like the more and more like people are just trying to fuck him over, he just becomes more unhinged.
He's like, what the fuck?
Where he's like, I can't trust any of y'all.
What the fuck?
Where he sounds like Peter B. Parker. He's like, I've had enough of you. He's like, I've seen enough of you today. Like he's so like he always kind of rememds me like Batman. No nonsense kind of shit.
No
you know
nonsense at all.
But so you land on his side then.
For sure. Now if Miles can find a way to like make it to where canon events can be tossed out the window, and you can do your own thing and shit don't have to get destroyed, it's whatever. It's absolutely whatever.
If there's a way to bring it back to like,
if there's a way to get us pretty cool back to the status quo or something okay without people dying or dimensions getting erased, right on, do it. But if there's not, I think Miguel's on the right side of history here,
Yeah. It seems very dangerous.
Yeah.
And I just love, like I said, how he was just like the whole. Because really, I mean, who's the bad guy is Spot, no? He's like the main antagonist. I wouldn't even consider Miguel like an antagonist.
Also, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
How caught up at all are you on Rick and Morty?
Oh, man, I'm not, bro. The last thing I seen was like... dude, I'm trying to remember.
Well, it's not even that.
It was like I'm definitely not caught up though.
Okay. So when me and Karan got on the phone, my brother.
It was when
What's up?
When Morty's mom and dad
broke up.
They have like a threesome with like this like devil dude or some shit like that.
Mr. Nimbus. Yeah,
Mr. Nimbus. That's like the last episode.
Okay. So what ends up happening is that this movie pulls a full fucking Rick and Morty.
Oh shit.
where the spider place, and also Rick and Morty stole that from the Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. So I'm not even going to pretend like they were pulling a Rick and Morty, but a whole place where a bunch of one character is there, and then they have a big event that destroys it, where it's a whole thing. But Spiderverse did that exact thing, and then me and Karan just got on the phone, and as we're talking about Spiderverse and we're gushing, he was just like, but we're not going to ignore the fact that they did a whole Rick and Morty there. And I was like, I'm glad you said it, because I've talked to a bunch of people.
Karan's your brother.
Yeah,
Karan's your brother.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm glad you said it, because I've talked to a bunch of people, and no one's mentioning that.
That's hilarious,
bro. It's a very similar plot point, but definitely with these kinds of details, I think after a while with that kind of story of a bunch of I'm the main character of this kind of thing, we're all going to have a collective. And I feel like it's just inevitable that if a bunch of main characters are in one place, something bad's going to happen there. But it's just like, I don't know. We're just getting so many multiverse stories.
It is a lot. Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of getting... how are you feeling about that?
How do I feel about that? I feel like it could get messy.
Yeah.
I feel like it can get messy.
Yeah,
and they can undo certain things that like I feel shouldn't be undone.
I think one of the first things that comes to mind when you say that is when before No Way Home came out and we saw that Goblin was going to be in this and we saw that Dr. Octopus was going to be in it.
And Electro and shit.
Yeah, and we were like, well, how are they going to... Why is Dr. Octopus a bad guy again? And a lot of people were like, what's up with that,
I was honestly, bro, the character that throws me off the most in that movie, even though I love that movie, is Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the retcon. It's like, this is what's happening now.
Yeah, that one definitely, because I was like, I remember that movie and you were not that.
Yeah.
Now you're just Jamie Foxx.
Now you're just Jamie Foxx. There's a little bit of Electro in you from the words you're saying, but you're definitely just Jamie Foxx saying that.
Yeah, and I was that's the only one that threw me off. And he's the only one that I was like, man, bro, I don't know, I don't really buy you right now.
Yeah, like, and me honestly, I don't mind when Jamie Foxx is doing something when he's not being himself, because so often Jamie Foxx is him.
And he wasn't himself as Electro.
Yeah,
in part two, he wasn't.
I wouldn't have minded if we would have gotten some more of that. Like maybe as he's first here, maybe slightly still bumbling, but his look has already changed, and he's just like, I got a haircut. You know,
his outfit's different as well. So what's up with that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, we don't get an explanation. We just know time passed in that world or something. But from his perspective, he said he went right from there to here.
Exactly.
Which I feel like, since we have.
Now we're going on No Way Home, bro.
Yeah, but we are. So I was gonna say, since we have Andrew Garfield from a future where things got darker, why didn't we just say that this was Electro from the future?
I have no idea.
We should not have been like, hey, this is Electro from that point in the movie. You remember when he died or when he disappears or whatever?
Goes into whatever the fuck.
They could have just said he didn't die there. Mm-hmm. They was like, oh, it turns out I wasn't dead. I can't die. I'm electricity. Or he can't die that way or something. And then bam, there's just like, this is what he's like now. After all these, however many years, months, 2 years, 3 years, I feel like that's
he's different from like.
Yeah. And that would have been a flimsy explanation, but it would have been an explanation.
Instead of just, this dude's faded up now.
Yeah, he's faded up, bro. This is fucking
faded
Jamie.
Up.
He's gonna pull your bitch.
And he has like a vest on and shit, and he's cracking like he's like Will Smith in '99. Bro.
Oh yeah, for
he's
sure.
Just on fire.
Like if the original Electro slapped your girl's ass, you might say something, bro. Even if he's Electro.
It was the dude dropping the cake.
Oh yeah,
with his fucking part hair,
living with his mom, bro. Also, if you watch the deleted scenes of that, he's like living with his mom and shit.
That was not a good movie, bro. I didn't like that shit.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but I appreciate it.
The Gwen Stacy stuff was done well, and I always agree. Like Mark Webb, when it comes to relationships, he knows what the fuck
exactly.
He's doing.
I've always said that. He
knows what he's doing, because that was I mean, when she died, I was like,
holy cow,
what the fuck. But
also imagine when Webb in your name and doing a Spider-Man film. I mean, that's kind of fucking lit. It's pretty fucking goated. Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, you don't want to be like the other Spider-Man. What the fuck's his name? The one that said like the racist shit, the fan that like had all the money and stuff.
Wait, what?
You know what I'm talking about? The dude who like made his own Spider-Man movie.
That shit. I forgot about that.
I don't know his name, but
what was that even called again? Was it like Songbird Spider-Man? I don't know.
Yeah, it was some shit like that. I forgot what it was called.
I don't know. Like, I wanted to see that because that suit, I was like keeping up with that just slightly online.
But then he just lost his mind, right, or some shit like that, or I don't know what the fuck happened.
I think some stuff came out that he was doing something. I don't even know if it ended up being true, bro. I can't vouch. I just know some stuff came out. He got canceled, and a beautiful Spider-Man suit went to waste. And I guess some people got hurt.
They're saying like, what if they added him into the movie, bro? And all honesty, bro, if he didn't fuck up, he could have happened. He could have,
because we had that 14-year-old who was like, "Oh yeah, I did the Lego part of this movie." Mm-hmm. He's like, "I animated that," and I'm like, "Damn."
So they low key
could have. He didn't even know. Holy shit! Fumbled a bag, bro.
Talk about fucking up.
What could that have become? Maybe nothing. But that's still, now that's on your credit, bro.
Bro, that's
I worked on Spiderverse.
That is huge.
I was in it. That's my shit right there.
Like, I made this whole movie fan made. And now I'm in a cameo as this fucking dude. That's pretty big, bro.
Dude, that's insanity, bro.
You really could have did something with that.
Major fumble.
What was that called? I'm gonna look it up real quick while you talk. I was gonna say, where do you fall on the ending though? Where do you think we're gonna go in part 2?
I'm hoping that part 2 is kind of like our end game. I mean, our end game, where it's more somber. I want it because the movie ends, and we got fucking Miles Morales, like the evil one.
Lotus, Spider-Man Lotus.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We got fucking evil Miles Morales, fucking
bro, braided up.
Yeah, bro, got the cornrows
pulled up.
God damn, bro.
Miles pulls up, bolted up, and he fucking. The other Miles is like tied up. Our Miles is tied up to a punching bag.
I know, bro. He's in Peter B. Parker's fucking situation.
Did you know when he revealed his identity to his mom? Did you know that he was in the wrong universe?
Yeah, no. Yeah. So almost the entire time, I was like, "This shit's not right." Yeah, this shit's not right. Wow. You can even ask Elizabeth, because we were both like, something's off, and I was like, "Yeah, this ain't it," because I was like, and his dad hasn't showed up. Like where's his dad at? It's not like his dad.
What are you trying to say with that? His dad died and his uncle got with his mom?
So so the original version is like, their version is that. Also, I think the uncle got with the mom. That's wild. I don't know.
I think the uncle got with his mom too. It's really some hood shit, bro.
Yeah, that's hood, bro. I mean, that's how it be, bro. Shit. That's how it be. It be that way.
Get locked up if someone takes your girl. That's crazy.
But maybe he's just
stuff.
taking care of it. You never know, bro.
Nah, bro.
I mean, she's kind of bad, bro.
I was just say, give me a chance with Rio, I'll be handling that.
I'll be taking good care of
Hey,
it.
look, that's so fucked up, bro. But hey, that's hood.
Yeah, but the spider came from that dimension, bro.
Oh my god! And Gwen Stacy ends up going to fucking Spider-Gwen ends up going to like his actual universe.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, like if she just popped up in like my room,
oh my god, bro!
and she just tried to sneak out, bro. Terrible.
Like I gotta go. Like what? Where's
Why did
Miles?
she just go out the window? She could have just swung out the window, bro.
I think she was looking for Miles.
Oh.
I think she was looking for Miles. I want to hope
If
that
I
she
don't
didn't
see him, bro, I would have just dipped off.
Yeah, I do.
I guess I feel like she said that for a reason, bro. To like maybe comfort them, if anything.
Maybe. I have no clue. But what do you think about like put yourself in Miles' shoes, bro? They're like,
Our
bro.
Miles.
Yeah. They're like, hey man, it's a canon event.
Your daddy has to die.
He goes, bro.
Why is he so sure it's his dad? See, I feel like this is my prediction for part two.
They said it was his dad though. They said because he was like, so he just has to die, and they were like, yeah,
because he's like the commissioner, no?
Yeah,
not commissioner, but he's like
when
the chief.
when you become captain. The second is like a lot of Spider-Man have that canon event of a captain in their life dying.
See, bro, I would. This is my prediction for the second movie. I feel like he's gonna lose somebody.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's losing somebody, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be his dad now, because I feel like it's too much of a red herring. Like
it could be. They could
like they're saying his dad has to die.
His mom. Bro, what if they got rid of both of his parents? What do you do? That's how
rough.
That's
bro.
how it goes.
That's rough. I could see his mom, but fuck, that'll piss a lot of people off, bro. That'll piss a lot of people off if he lost his mom. He just lost his uncle.
You just get a roll.
Technically, that's a canon event, unless he keeps both of them, and then they go back and like, oh, the Prowler was your canon event.
That's what I want to know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, how wasn't that his canon event?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't his because he wasn't supposed to be Spider-Man because Spider-Man wasn't supposed to die.
Timeline shit.
Because they were like, Spider-Man died because you were there and you got bit by a spider. And it's like, oh, I guess.
That's wild, bro.
But
how would I feel? I don't know, man. If I had that choice,
guy runs up to you.
It would take a lot for me not to. I don't know, bro.
I feel like the best bet is because Miles made an effort to escape back to his dimension. I was like, if you don't,
they weren't gonna let him go back.
They weren't gonna let him go back. But would you really fight? Because it's like I feel like your better solution, even though it's fucking horrible,
is to let homeboy
stay there. Don't go back to your world.
See, it would be interesting if he stood and then his dad doesn't die.
That would be interesting.
You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, whoa, now what the fuck's gonna happen?
His world unravels just cause.
Yeah. If they're like waiting on his dad's death and he doesn't die, that's what I feel like is gonna happen in part 2.
I hope so.
That his dad's like is gonna be in danger somehow, and then he saves him. Things get even wackier from there.
You know.
You think it's gonna come out in March, bro? I don't believe that shit. I feel like it's gonna come out until like June or maybe July. They're gonna push it back.
The next movie?
Yeah, they said they haven't recorded any of the lines.
And when is it supposed to come out?
March 2024. Unless they're trolling, they could be lying.
March 2024.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not that. I mean, that's pretty.
It's doable, but I don't expect that. But that's what they announced. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, March 2024 is when it's supposed to come out. And now we're in what, June?
Yeah.
So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So they have 9 months to record all the lines and finish the animation.
I mean, it's likely doable, but I don't know, bro. I don't care if they delay it. I'd rather a good movie.
Yeah, there's a way that the animation could be like, they could, I don't say done, but like they could maybe do the voice after, but I feel like that'd be hard now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what their process for a movie like this is specifically. I wouldn't know. There's so much in there. There's so much in there. I can't imagine.
There's a lot, bro. There's a lot.
From the different animation styles. I don't know. Even the sounds in these movies.
Did you have any problem with the sounds? I saw reports of like people's mix where like the sound mixing was bad in certain theaters.
I've heard that too.
I didn't have that. I understand everything.
I don't think I had that problem. I feel like maybe in the very beginning of the movie and like maybe around some of the Gwen Stacy shit.
Yeah.
But after that, I really can't say that was a real issue.
I saw I don't know if it was real or not, but they said they sent out new copies of the movie to theaters, so I guess it was a real thing. I don't know.
Yeah, you see, like, that's the kind of stuff. For me, if the movie would have had to wait a week for that to not happen,
yeah,
I would have been fine with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It did come around quick. I did not expect that shit, although the first one came out a minute ago.
Because I can't imagine. I go to the movies. I want to see Spiderverse. I'm a big fan. And then, like, I got the one with the bad mix.
Oof. You know, I saw Captain Marvel like that.
Did you?
My Captain Marvel, we saw it at the Greenspoint Theater.
Oof.
Which isn't even around anymore, but for the premiere, whatever the fuck it was called, we saw Captain Marvel there, and not good.
You know, I've had
it was very bad, and like the person I was with was like, I'm gonna go tell him something, and I was like, honestly, I was just kind of like, I really don't give a fuck.
I've done that. I've done that twice now. So there's a shitty, like, and I don't want to call it shitty, but like it kind of is, man. There's a shitty AMC in like downtown or some shit like that. And I went to go see that X-Men. It was like the horror movie. What was that called?
Damn, bro, what the fuck? How?
New Mutants.
New Mutants.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I heard wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't dislike it, but it was hard to watch because like the top 15-20% of the screen is like cut off. Jesus and the whole Christ. Time we're watching, we're like, what is up with this movie? It's weird. These are weird shots. These are weird angles to hold the camera at. Till we get to a point where I'm like, no, that's not supposed to be that way. So then we go and we say something. They fix it, kinda. It doesn't. It looks better, but it doesn't look fixed. And then like,
so odd.
Yeah, we go there again, and it happens again. We're like on a different movie. And I just was like, let's not come here again.
Bro, I think it's the same AMC where like they canceled Ant-Man because someone pulled the fire alarm.
Is it really?
I'm pretty sure it's the same. The
one in like downtown.
Yeah, by like the Revention Center and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or not Revention, it's called Bayou Music Center or some shit like that.
Whatever that place is.
Yeah, that was not good, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, and like I said, I feel like since it's downtown, I expected it to be the nicest. Whereas like, oh, here's downtown Houston, which is already kind of Yeah, and it wasn't always like that, but you know, COVID. But then like I went down there with the intention, like with the expectation in my head of fucking it's the one for downtown. It's gonna be nice. You can't fuck that one up. And I go in there and it's empty and barren, which COVID times possibly. I'm not surprised.
House of M? I mean, not House of M. Sorry, New Mutants maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, nobody.
It probably would have been, bro. Nobody. 2019 or some shit.
Yeah, nobody was going to the movies, so me and Elizabeth were going to movies that were just empty. So that's what we were doing, and then we went to this one, and I was just like, at every turn, it's a little bit flabbergasted. Even the restroom, I was like, this could have been a nicer restroom. It wasn't bad, but I'm just walking around. I'm just like, there's so many nicer, significantly nicer AMCs and not even nice places sometimes, you know? So it's like...
It's weird.
Yeah.
Well, shit, bro. We could end it right here. We recorded for a minute.
Yeah.
I definitely want to have you back on, like,
for sure,
to talk about Tenet.
Oh, my God. I was just thinking about that movie.
His new movie's coming out, Oppenheimer. We should review it, bro.
Yes, for sure, bro. That's
gonna be Atom cool. Bomb. Any predictions for that? Any expectations? Christopher Nolan and Cillian Murphy, bro.
I mean, with it, I don't know. So it's not gonna be like, this is gonna be all fucking non-fiction, correct?
This is there's no bullshit here. I don't think.
Yeah.
And also, like, he said that the colored scenes are subjective and the black and white scenes are objective.
Okay. I didn't.
So any scenes in black and white where this is factual, this is like this is like exactly like what happened.
Also, isn't there a full black and white like 4:3 version or something like that?
Something like that. There's some shit going on that he
would you watch that?
4:3 shit.
I don't know if it's 4:3, but like the one where it's like it's scaled completely differently. It's not like IMAX, but and it's in black and white. Would you watch that? I wouldn't mind doing something like that just for the art, but I would definitely want to watch it. I think I'd watch it default first.
Yeah, I'd do a default. It's kind of like the Logan version. I've never seen the black and white version of Logan, although I heard it hits different or something like that.
I would watch it, but you know what, bro? I haven't finished Logan.
What? Oh my god. I'm
Yeah.
going to let you borrow that shit. I have the DVD or the Blu-ray rather.
Yeah. And the thing is, most people wouldn't know because I can keep up in the conversations with the movie about the movie because like I know a bunch about it. But I can't say I've sat and watched that movie all the way through once.
That's wild, bro.
And I've seen that movie in passing like what 7 times.
That's crazy. Holy shit. Any particular reason why?
It's just every time something happens, we get distracted, or the movie was already on.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you know, you kind of broke my heart there, Eric.
Yeah, no, that's why I knew you weren't gonna like it because I've never mentioned that I haven't seen it,
That's
even though I
wild,
still
dude.
have the conversations with you.
The fact that you've seen New Mutants and you haven't seen Logan is
Hey, man.
very concerning.
Don't,
But I guess you watched everything.
don't say that. I didn't like the Chiefs mention that. That's very hilarious.
But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up again.
Yeah.
I've been your host Cesar Perez.
This is Eric Jackson.
Till next time.
Yeah.
Peace.